right, we'll try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. I like that a whole lot better. We're in tech purgatory again today. About the time we think it's good, it's what it is. How's that? It is what it is. If you're joining online, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Brian Kurtz. My pronouns are he and him, and I am grateful to be here. Grateful you're here today. Grateful we're here sharing this time. Together we are transforming our world with the power of love in action. I want to take a moment to honor the many folks who are being love in action today. Liz, who popped into the bookstore today and holding that one down. Our tech team, who are unbelievable in terms of keeping it focused, keeping it calm in the middle of what really ought to be chaos. But it's not, thanks to them. Our greeter, Doug Bowe. Anyway, thank you to Sue and Cheryl Ray and Reverend Gill and Sherry and everybody who helped bring the computer up and online today, hoping that it is up and online today. We also have licensed spiritual practitioners serving us today. Marilyn O'Leary will be holding the service in consciousness and prayer. Robin, are you a reverend? Practitioner Robin Olmsted will lead our vision and mission statements today. And Reverend Gil William Olmsted will be delivering the word today with yet another cool shirt. It is hat day. Some of us wear hats for fashion. Some just want to keep the glare down. Today is September birthday day. Happy birthday to all of those folks. We'll get to more on that, I think, a little later. If it's your birthday month, you can go into the bookstore all month and get 10% off just because you happen to be born this month. How's that for cool? Do we not have like an amazing cool place here? How many people were here Friday night for Solid Grounds? How many people watched Solid Grounds like I did online? I was amazed at the poetry, the feeling, the heart pouring out everywhere. This is just a really cool place. And I'm really glad to be here. The picnic tomorrow at Gallegos and Kiwanis Open Space, up in the foothills. Be there. Have a great time. Great food. We got vegetarian stuff. We got vegan stuff. We got meat stuff. We got everything you could ever want. And free parking. So you can just drive on in. You don't have to worry about getting stopped. I'm with RGCSL. Come on in. Everybody's going to be looking for you. Bring your musical instrument. Bring something you want to create. If you got some poetry you want to read, I'm making that up, but go ahead and bring that anyway. And just have a great time. Thanks.
Sign up online.
Oh, yes, and sign up online. Go to the website. You can go in through Breeze, or is there there's a form on the website. It's there? Okay, good. Thank you.
What time is it?
It's 11 until whenever, and you can get there as early as 10 from what I'm told if you want to get out there and hang and save yourself a good spot underneath the pavilion. Thanks.
So breathing into this moment, I settle into that place of quiet, that place where I remember that God is all there is, and that God is pure and total love. It is joy. It is peace everlasting. It is the goodness of life. It is life itself. It is that animation behind what's happening. And the animation behind what's happening is always love, even when it doesn't look like it. For all that does not seem to serve in the moment is there to show you the places that are asking to be healed. And so I affirm that in this moment, in this place, that we remember who we are. We remember that we are the divine expressing. that everything that does not look like love is just a call for love, just the unhealed places wanting to be healed. And so I affirm that in this moment, in this place, among our people, that we are healed, that we are the divine expressing, that we are the community here for one another, here to see the truth in one another, to remember that it's always all good the moment we remember to look for the love. And so this time together is just as it should be. It heals our hearts, it soothes our souls, it reminds us of that place that is always available to us, there for the asking, the moment we remember that God is all there is, and the rest we made up. So I call this time together good and very good. I bless each and every person here and not here, everyone in service and everyone not in service. We're always all in service, whether we know it or not. It's all good. And so it is. Amen.
Anyway, we're going to, if you'd stand, please. I'm going to try not to take it personally that almost everybody's on this side of the room. That's okay, you know. I'm just going to move my piano down there. So if you, it'll just take me a couple minutes, all right? Okay, I'm going to try to enunciate as well as I can so the screen can let you know. We're doing a Ricky Byers chant. You've done this before, Om Shanti. And actually, it's a kind of the point of this to me is just kind of just zone out. All right. There's zone out music. Oh, look at you. Aren't you so sweet? Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace in the earth. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om. Just say Om. Peace inside my mind. Peace inside my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind. God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind. God and only God I live to see. Back to the Om Shantis over and over. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti. Peace moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti. All right, peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. All right, here we go. Peace inside the earth. Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I'm moving me. Peace inside my earth. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. All right, do me a favor. Either look at me or look at somebody next to you. Don't look at the screen just for a minute. We're just going to do Om Shanti, all right? Here we go. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. One more thing, we're going to sing, when there is peace in my mind, there will be peace on the earth. Got it? Here we go. When there is peace in my mind, there will be peace on the earth. Thank you.
It's hat day, right? It's a hat, right? Goes this way. It's a hat. The scary part is...
It's the real one, right?
What? The thing? Oh, okay. She's concerned about my breathing over here. Okay. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right. So the crazy thing is this was discovered in a box last night.
When's it from?
I believe it says 80 on here. It's my high school graduation, Royals colors, green and gold. There you go. Royal High School, Simi Valley, California. That's it. All right. So, I can't do it with the tassel. What's interesting is the song also took me back 20 years or more. I remember singing that. We were walking in at the Greek Theater in L.A., and Carl Anderson was leading that song, and the choir was going to be singing, and we were singing as we were processing in, and we almost knew the words, you know. I get that. It's so sorry we didn't have the words for you this morning. We had a little tick on that, but we made it. So my name is Gil William Olmsted. I am the spiritual director here, and I'm excited to be present with you. My pronouns are he and him, and welcome. The first thing we'd like to do is just touch on what it is that we are here for. And we can boil down this whole New Thought, Science of Mind thing down to a few items, key items. If you get these, everything else starts to flow. So first of all, there's one God. No matter what you call it, one. Secondly, we are creative. Our minds are creative. We have the opportunity to create what our life looks like. And so we get to watch that. get to notice when things go sideways, when things are going our way, and go, oh, how did that happen? What was I thinking? Sometimes it's good to notice that. Thirdly, we know that there is only love. Sometimes it looks like someone needs a lot of love, and sometimes it looks like somebody's giving a lot of love, but it's still just love. And so we stand in that truth all the time. And finally, you are whole, perfect, and complete right where you are. Not something we all learned as kids. Not something that it's even easy to reassure people of sometimes. But we know that ultimately down at the base, we're all whole, perfect, and complete. So, having said that, I welcome all of you here and say thank you for being here. We want to welcome everyone. Thank you, those of you who are online. We appreciate that, and we hope that you will let us know that you're here. And we're going to just give a blessing to one another. Anybody that's new with us today, please receive this as our blessing to you. We are going to just rub our hands together, get some energy going, and send it to one another and say, we see you. We know who you really are. You are the emanation of spirit. You are beauty, light, and love. And we appreciate you. Welcome to Rio Grande.
Good morning. And now it's time for our vision and mission statement, which will magically appear on the screen. And if it doesn't, you know it. See the power of intention. Okay, vision. Transforming our world with the love in action. See, it was a test. Okay. Yeah, right. All right, and take a good look at it, just in case. And now, the mission. Loving all creation through spiritual growth and service. Always staying true to our highest self. Beautiful, thank you. And thank you to our fabulous Sue on tech, who has the strongest intention of all. There you go. So I'm going to do a couple short readings for you. The first one is by Edward J. Lavin. And it says, the most common use of the word peace is as the opposite of war. This is understandable, but unfortunate. Peace is not just the opposite of violence or turmoil, but has a whole register of meaning all of its own. The peace of a quiet landscape nurtures us. A calm moment to ourselves renews our energies. Interior peace energizes us. Exterior peace gives us direction. A gentle sun, a calm ocean, the loving smile of a friend, all of these give us peace. We are sustained in a sweet air of calm. The opposite of peace is war, but so are agitation, anxiety, and violence. And the next reading is from Etty Hillesum. Etty. Ultimately, we have just one moral duty, to reclaim large areas of peace in ourselves, more and more peace, and to reflect it towards others. And the more peace there is in us, the more peace there will be in our troubled world. And finally, Louis Smedges wrote, happy people are not their own enemies. Do not carry on an endless war with their souls. We may be fiercely at odds with the wrongs of the world around us, but inside ourselves, near the core, if we are happy, we are at peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. I could see peace instead of this. 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 Again, I could see peace instead of this. 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 When I feel lost and I don't know where to go, it's always up to me. What I focus on will grow. I could choose love or I could choose fear, but if I want to be happy, the answer is clear. I could see peace instead of this. I could see peace instead of this. What is this? I could see peace instead of this. I could see peace instead of this. When I'm troubled, feeling so alone, yeah, love is always with me and grace will bring me home. Love is the healer, love is all I see each and every day. Love is where I'm meant to be, so I could see peace instead of this. 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 Oh, I could see love, I could see compassion instead of this. I could see a warm embrace and a sweet kiss. Oh, I could see peace instead of this. I could see peace. I could see love. I know it, I claim it, I have it, I want it. I have peace instead of whatever else this is.
Thank you, Susan. All right. Peace instead of whatever that is over there. Yeah, that stuff. Oh, well, good morning again. And we are talking about pieces to peace. Rising from pieces to peace. Anybody ever felt like they were in pieces? Yeah, that one goes quickly, doesn't it? Aha. Anyone had to go through that place of being in pieces to get to some kind of peace? Yeah. See, it seems that we are constantly redoing our structures in our lives. From little kids, we learn certain ways to cope with our world, and we have to redo it. As we get older, we realize it doesn't work the same way. You know, what used to be able to just go and pull on mom's apron strings and say, I need this, and it would just show up. And then you discover, oh, they actually want me to do stuff. People think I should do things. So then you start doing things, and then after a while you realize, oh, I should actually like relate to people. I should be nice to people. I should listen to people. All these different pieces we keep learning, and we keep shifting how we're acting. But each time we do that, we have to let go of something, right? Each time we do that, something has to fall away. And so in my experience, and I'm going to guess some of yours as well, when we hit a place where everything looks like it's falling apart, it's not always easy to see the peace. Anybody disagree? Nancy does. No, it's not always easy. So what are our choices if things feel like they're falling to pieces? Well, I came up with a few that I thought we often try. One, we fight it. Right? We're like, no, it's not doing this. This is not going to happen. I'm not letting this happen. Or we go into fix-it mode. I can fix this. All right, let's correct that. Let's tweak this over here and do that over there. My personal favorite? Forget it. It's not really happening. That works well, right? Not really. Not really. And none of those really seem to work. Can we really find peace when we're fighting our circumstances? Can we really find any peace when we're trying to patch things up with Band-Aids? Can we really find any peace when we pretend there's no reason to find peace? So that's the conundrum at some level, is that it's easy to try to find things that will make us feel better in the moment. And none of those take us through what we need to get through. I'm going to read something from Marianne Williamson. She says, chaos often fosters the greatest creativity. Breakdowns often precede the greatest breakthroughs. And when the pain is greatest is often when we're on the brink of the greatest realization. When the pain is burned through rather than numbed, when our darkness is brought to light and then forgiven, then and only then can we move on. So when we acknowledge what's true in front of us and continue moving forward is when it can change. Well, that's a tall order. That's a tall order. Several years ago, when I was just finished ministerial school, my father had moved to Hawaii with my sister, and we had been living in the house with him for some time. And so the family was selling the house, and we inherited a motorhome. And this motorhome became home. And we had found various places where we could park it and be with people. We had a friend who we stayed and had a place set up and were there for quite a while. But then things changed and we needed to find somewhere else. And we found this place kind of out and away a little bit. It was great. It was a giant lot. There was all kinds of room, no problem. It lasted about, 2 months before they decided, for whatever reason, they didn't like us anymore. So we had to go. So we moved again, and we ended up, well, this is great. We're really close to work. And but it was a weird situation, too. It was one of those things, And so all of this is like, come on, man, what's going on? Why can't we land? What's happening here? And so it was around that time that I actually started talking with Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, and we were talking about me possibly coming there. So I went to work one day, the work I was working at, and they laid me off. So I went home and I said, well, Robin, I guess we're packing up and moving to Northern California because there's no reason to stay here. And, you know, it was that thing like, oh my gosh, it's all closing in, and at the same time, what's really happening? And so we did our thing, which we used to do. We used to deliver flowers for Valentine's Day for a friend who had a store. And that was kind of a fun thing to do. You'd go around and deliver flowers to all kinds of people. And so we were out doing that, and we got a call from the minister at Oakland Center who asked me if I wanted to come and be a part of things. And we're like, yeah, because we really need to, we need to get on with it here. But the thing was that in the midst of what seemed like was falling apart, it was just opening up the space. It was just opening up the space for something new. And while we all know that, the thing is, how do we walk in peace in the midst of that? What is that thing? You know, what is peace really? As the reading said, is it just the absence of negativity, the absence of war, the absence of these things? Or is it some space of tranquility? And how do we stand in a space of tranquility in the midst of what appears to be chaos for us? And what I've come to is that we can only do that in one way. And that's if we really know whose we are, and we know that all is conspiring for our good. Because then in the midst of the chaos, we can trust that what's showing up is exactly what needs to show up. And it happens in our work lives, it happens in our home lives, it happens in all aspects of our life where things suddenly come in and we go, oh my gosh, that is not my plan. That is not what I was saying. I was set on having these set of circumstances taken care of, and now suddenly you're telling me they're not. Now I have to change it. I was planning on all kinds of things, and now I have to change it. Who's had that happen recently? All of us, right? We've all had that happen. Yeah. I'm seeing you shake your head, and I'm thinking, like the take the refrigerator in your motorhome, for instance. Gracie's been trying to get her motorhome up and running, and it seems like every time she turns a corner, there's a new thing to work on and play with and pay money for. But it's that kind of a thing. Like, so how do you stand in the knowingness that this is the right thing and it's all coming together? And I think it's trusting in that truth and trusting in ourselves. See, it shows up in a lot of different places, and I have some of them listed here, but I'm using this big computer and I have to get back to the screen. So give me a second. There it is. Oh, that was so easy. Okay. So, you know, there's a few things that help us with this and come forth. And the message really that they all give us is that we're more than this. We're more than whatever the circumstance is. We are more than what appears to be. We have the option of stepping into something more. So, anybody familiar with the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz? What's one of the key agreements? Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. How many things happen that really aren't that bad, but we take them personally and suddenly they're horrible? Right? So that's one way of looking at it. In Scripture, the Sermon on the Mount, I believe it's from Matthew 6, 25 through 27, It says, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? Okay, who's tried that? Anybody tried the worry thing and think, it's going to really help? Oh my goodness. No, it doesn't help. It just makes us worried. But it's a way to focus ourselves on what's wrong, and then we tend to move into that space of victim mode, right? Because it must be happening to us. It's bad. And the reminder there is, you're more than that. This is not what your life is. Your life is much greater than this, and you are valuable beyond that. And in the writings of Ernest Holmes, he says, I live in the faith that there is a presence and power greater than I am, that nurtures and supports me in ways I could not even imagine. I know that this presence is all-knowing and all-powerful and is always right where I am. So it's knowing that presence is always there. Do we always feel it? No. Do we always immediately go to, yep, God's got this, I'm totally fine? No. If you do, let me know how you do it, because I don't know how that works. I think that's that bypass thing. But if we take a moment, allow ourselves to feel and sense whatever's going on, and then we land in that place of trust, and we know, okay, I'm more than this, whatever this looks like. I will step forward and do what I need to. I'm not going to take it personally. I'm not going to forget that I have value beyond this and that I am more than what my body is or more than what this situation is. I will continue to know that Spirit is in charge. So something is always being birthed, I believe, when we're in that place of breakdown, in that place of things falling apart. We talk about the idea that we can't. Let's go this way. We have this table in the back, right, in the other room. It's called the exchange table. What's it for? It's for the stuff in your house that you don't need anymore, but you think somebody else might want. So you bring it and you put it on the table, and somebody might take it. Well, why do we take stuff out of our house? Why do we? Because we don't need all the stuff that we have, and we fill up our space and our lives with stuff that doesn't serve us. Sometimes it's relationships. Sometimes it's work. It's a kind of work or a job or something that we're holding that really isn't serving us, but we're hanging on to it because we don't know what else to do. Or it's that stuff in my garage that has stopped me from having a car in my garage for years. Right? What is it for? Well, apparently it stores things like this. It's very important. But until we start to move that stuff out, there's no room for the other stuff to come in. And so that breakdown is the signal that the space is being created for what we need. For Spirit is always giving us what we need, always offering it to us. So when we witness in our life what appears to be that breakdown, okay, that was weird. There it is. Okay. When we witness that thing that appears to be the breakdown, we know that the universe is actually conspiring for our good. So, is it comfortable always? No. Is it easy? No. But does it have to be hard? Does it have to be prolonged? Does it have to be fought against? All that stuff we can let go. Does it have to say something about how we've messed up our lives? No. It just says now is the time to learn what's next that will serve you. Now is the time to step forth. So I'd like to conclude with a quote from Michael Beckwith. Instead of telling God about your big problems, tell your problems about your big God. Right? And that's basically what it is. It's like either I focus on the problem and I tell God, oh, I've got all these problems, what am I going to do? Or we say, okay, problems, do what you're going to do, but my God's bigger than you, so we got it handled. So can we do that maybe? Let's give that a shot. Let's give that a shot. Let's stand in that space of knowing that we are more than this, no matter what it is. What it is. So as we stand in that space, I'm going to invite our practitioners and our ministers to circle the room, to hold the consciousness of love and light as we pray, and know that as they do that, they are representing the arms of Spirit, if you will, representing the way we are held in that universal space of being blessed and cared for. So right now, I am in great gratitude for knowing that I am more than this, and knowing that you are more than this, knowing that each one of us is more than whatever appears before us, whatever limitation we think there is, whatever thought that we have that somehow we have failed. We are more than this. How grateful I am to know that Spirit is expressing itself as me. Spirit is expressing itself as each one of us. That we are in this human experience as spiritual beings. That we have within us the absolute perfection of Spirit. And so each time something comes forth, we are simply having the opportunity to learn once again that we are more than this. So if the pieces seem to be falling everywhere, we know the truth, that there is peace. That I can stand in a place of tranquility knowing that whatever's happening around me, whatever's happening in my life, is ultimately okay. Ultimately, it's taking me exactly where I need to go. So knowing this truth, I am blessing each one of us here that we are standing in the light of love, that each one of us is the absolute lovingness of Spirit, that each one of us is filled to capacity with the opportunities to be that perfect expression of Spirit. Each one here is the light shining in the darkness. And so as we hold on to that, I know that there is nothing that can be taken away, nothing that can be eliminated from us, because Spirit is who we are. So I bless each one. I give thanks for all that's happening, all of the apparent breakdown in our world, in our politics, in our leadership, in wherever you're looking, in our home, that wherever the breakdown appears to be, let us embrace it. Let us remember that we're more than what it is, and let us walk through it and be the light that we're called to be. And so I give thanks for this time and thanks for this opportunity to know this truth and to speak this truth and to stand in this truth. And I release this word and I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. So, this is week 1 of September. What happens on week 1? Birthdays happen. Actually, birthdays happen all month, but we celebrate them on the first week. So, I'm going to invite, who's got a September birthday? Well, come on up. Come on up. We need you up front. All right. See, Louise, you put yourself right between two people. That made it hard. Come on up. Come on over here. We want you in the middle. All of you in the middle. Just 3? Okay. All right. I know there's more, and for anyone else celebrating, this is for you. Are we going to sing to them?
Yeah, we are going to sing right to them.
Let's sing to our birthday folks right now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday
To you. All right.
birthday to Peter, Louise, and Marilyn. And Gil, not to you.
Not to me. All right, so I'm going to invite each of you. I'll start with Peter, and then we'll go to Louise. Say your name and something you're claiming for this year.
Something I'm claiming. Discovery of myself. Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Louise, peace for everyone all over the world.
I'm Marilyn, and I claim joy.
Thank you. And they claim that on our behalf as well. So let us hold them in that light and receive that as well. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, everybody. I understand that a certain short person in the back has made sure that there will be cake later today. Miguelito, did you make a cake? Yeah. Okay, good. So be sure you stop in for a piece of cake. Are you coming up, Mark? Okay. So Mark is going to come up with a little announcement, and then we're going to go into our offering time.
Very short today. We realized in August we hadn't given you a board minute, and Stewardship Committee met last week, and this year in July we actually met our goal of bringing in $16,000 per month, and so that was incredibly awesome, very different than last year. In August, with everybody being gone and only 4 Sundays, we are a little bit behind, and we're going to probably have to use a little bit of September money to cover the rest of August. So if in the coming week you want to be a little bit extra generous and be mindful, that would be really, really appreciated. And while we still deal with that and the flow and all of that, just let you know that a lot of things going on behind the scenes. We're almost finished with negotiations with the landlord. We were finished, and they threw us a little curveball, but we're dealing with that curveball. And the personnel committee, with Marilyn and Doug and all of us, we met. And the purpose of the personnel committee is to talk about Gil and his work over the last year. And it was about as positive an experience that you could be part of. And the personnel committee's recommended a raise for Gil for next year. So we're really excited about that. And this past week, the Unity and our boards met with the Unity board, and just to see where they're at and support them in their process and where things are at. So good communication going on there. And we're going to have a board retreat in a couple weeks. And the really cool thing is we're going to actually have the 2025 budget for you in October. And so that's a real step forward. And in case you didn't know it, there's a picnic going on tomorrow, and we all get to be in community with one another. So things are going good. We always can use a little extra help. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. All right, so it's now our time. We get to give of our treasure, and many of us do this on a regular basis online, and it just happens. And it's nice to just remember that we have done it, if we've already done it. And also, if we'd like to do something today, we have baskets at the front. And so if you have a gift with you or you want to symbolically hold your gift, just hold it over your heart. And let's say these words: I am abundant, and I give from my abundance. I am prosperous, and I give from my prosperity. I am blessed, and I give from my blessings. My blessings of spirit are as abundant as the stars. And so I give and receive generously. And so it is. So you folks at home, you have things going across your screen, ways you can give. Thank you all. Susan.
Gil. Whoever we think we are, whatever we think we're headed, whatever we're going through right now, there's a truth behind it all, about the story we really made of. And the greatest truth of all is that in His image God has made us. And if that's true, then just think about what it says for me and you. God is light, and so are we. God is love, and so are we. God is life, and so are we. It's truth that cannot be denied. God is power, and so are we. God is peace, and so are we. God is beauty and joy, and so are we. That's the truth of ourselves and the truth of all humankind. Light cuts through the darkness of our lives. Love unites us all as one. Life is a gift we share and cherish every day. Peace is our heartfelt prayer. Joy is found most everywhere. Power is the knowledge that our precious dreams will always find their way. And beauty is in every rock and flower, every living thing, every passing hour. God is light, and so are we. God is love, and so are we. God is life, and so are we. It's a truth that cannot be denied. God is power, and so are we. God is peace, and so are we. God is beauty and joy, and so are we. That's the truth of ourselves and the truth of all humankind. God is light, and so are we. God is love, and so are we. It's the truth of us that cannot be denied. Oh, yeah. God is power, and so are we. God is joy, and so are we. That's the truth of ourselves and the truth Yes, it's the truth of all humankind. Thank you.
So as we, there it is. Is that it? One more time? Oh, I must have messed it up. Okay, how about this one? Okay, there we go. All right, so as we get ready to bless the gifts, I just want to acknowledge all the people that have been with us online and thank them for being here, particularly Karen and Ananda. Thank you for joining us. And let's take a moment and just bless these gifts and these offerings, knowing that they have come to us in love, that they have moved from our hearts, and that they recirculate into our hearts as the ministry, as the community works together. And so I'm grateful for them. I know that they are blessed and that they are a blessing. And so it is.
So it is.
All right. How many of you have ever wondered what us practitioners really do? This secret society called practitioners. We do a lot of things that you will never know about, you'll never see. But what we do really well and what makes our day is if you pray with us. So you're welcome to meet us over there in the corner. And you don't have to have a problem. You don't have to have a big, heavy thing on your heart. We want to pray for all the good stuff that's going on in it continuing. We really want to just, prayer isn't just when we need something. It's really being able to live into that space of what we have and loving it. So come let us love it with you and bless it and just be with you. And we thank you all for being there. And we want to see you over there. Besides over there, point one is there, and back there for birthday celebrations to continue in the love and eat Miguel's cake, right? Okay, what could be better than that? Peace and blessings, everyone.
Thank you. If you'd please stand, and we're going to end with an old favorite of yours, because you were such good sports last week, going with let there be peace on earth, let there be, you were good sports to try that, so this week we're going to do the traditional peace song, okay? And if you feel like, well, you know, just, I don't know what you feel like doing. If you want to get closer together, if you like where you are, if you want to hold hands, if you don't want to hold hands, I don't know. But here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our creator. United family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So let's go out with this affirmation. Peace is mine. Peace is mine. Go in peace.
Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. The peace that was meant to be with God as our power, united all our way. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I